Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA preview and prediction for Monday, January 2nd. Hope you have yourself a good start to your Cash Out Monday. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. All right, let's kick it off in New York between the New York Knicks and the Phoenix Suns. Now, the Suns coming off to lost to Toronto in the last game. 113-104 was the final, while New York won their last contest, 108-88 to the Houston Rockets. Today, they are a 1.5 point home court favorite. The over-under listed at 221.5. ATS forecast system play going to go with the Knicks in this one, 109-107. The over-under at 217.1. Looking at both these teams, Phoenix 2 straight losses in their last couple of games. They are now 20-17 on the year on 2 days rest. Their chances of winning this game, 47.8% compared to 59.5% for the New York Knicks. Knicks 5-5 straight up in their last 10 games, 6-4 against the number, and 70% of their contests have gone over the total. The New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Now the Pelicans losing their last game to John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, 116-101 was the final in that contest. Philadelphia in their last game, the winners 115-96 against the Thunder. They have a 58.8% chance of winning here today. They are 8-2 straight up in their last 10 games, 7-3 against the number. And looking at the Kogos at 40%, we do like the Sixers in this one by 2. 115-113, the over-under at 229. So we do like it to this to push it right here on the total. You don't see that too often here on the Raymond Report. Also, Kogo at 40%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. Toronto Raptors taking on the Indiana Pacers in Indiana. And you can see the Pacers a 1 point home court favorite. The over-under at 231.5. ATS forecast system play. Going to see a tight scoring game here. 113.9 for Indiana, 113 for the Raptors. The over-under landing on 226.9. So we do like it to go a hair under the total. Pacers coming in on a 3-game win streak, while the Raptors finally got a W against the Phoenix Suns. 113-104 was the final. That was 2 days ago. The last 2 games for the Raptors have gone under the total, while the Pacers coming in on a 3-game straight up and ATS win streak, and their last 3 games have gone over the total. Chicago Bulls taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers a 4-point home court favorite. The over-under at 222.5. Forecast going to lean with the Cavs in this one. 114-109. The over-under at 224.1. So we do like this game to go over the total. A 29% chance of winning here on the percentage play for the Chicago Bulls compared to 63.8 for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers 23-14 on the year, and 70% of their last 10 games have gone over the total. LA Lakers taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Lakers a road underdog in this spot. 242 is the total, and we do like the Lakers to win by 2. 119-117, the over-under at 237.6, so we do like it to go under the total. Looking at the chances of winning, and this is what's always interesting. You got the team that's favored by 1, but the chance on the percentage play favoring the road team, the Lakers, at 50% compared to 44.4 for the Charlotte Hornets, who are 3-7 in their last 10 games, 4-6 at the under. The Kogo in this game here today is at 57%. That's because the last 4 games for the Hornets have gone under the total. San Antonio Spurs taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Now Brooklyn a huge favorite in this one. -12 is the line, 236.5 is the total. And we do like the Nets here to win by 13, just right there close to that total. 123-110, the over-under at 233.8. So we do like it to go under the total. Looking at the Brooklyn Nets, they're now on an 11-game win streak. Their last 2 games have gone under the total. They are 24-12 on the season, while the Spurs coming off a loss by 1 point to Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, 126-125, and 90% of the Spurs' last 10 games have gone over the total. Speaking of Luka Doncic and the Mavericks, they're taking on the Houston Rockets in Houston as a 7.5 point road favorite. The over-under at 227.5. Forecast going to go with the Mavs in this one. 118-110, the over-under at 229.2. So we do like this game to go over the total. The chance of winning goes to the team on a 6-game win streak. That's the Dallas Mavericks. They've won their last 6. In fact, the last 4 games have also gone over the total for the Houston Rockets off a 108-88 loss to the New York Knicks. They're now on a 3-game straight up and ATS losing streak, and they are 2-8 in their last 10 games. Denver Nuggets, big win last night against the Boston Celtics. 123-111 was the final. They're a 2-point road favorite tonight in Minnesota. 231.5 is the total, and we're going to lean with Denver. No, actually, we're going to go with Minnesota, the home underdog. Maybe a letdown spot here for Denver off that big win over Boston. 115-113, favoring the T-Wolves. 229.7 is the total, so we do like it to go under the total. Denver coming in on a 2-game win streak, but they've covered the spread in their last 4, while Minnesota riding a 6-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10. The Kogo on this one, 35%. Kogo again stands for chance of game, going over the total on the percentage play. Detroit Pistons taking on the Portland Trailblazers. The Trailblazers, a 9.5 point home court favorite. 231.5 is the total, and we're going to go with Portland in this one by 9. 120 to 111, the over-under at 232.1, so we do like it to go over the total. Portland coming in on a 4-game under streak. They're on 2 days rest, 18-17 on the year, while the Pistons, they are 3-7 straight up, 4-6 against the point spread in their last 10, and the Kogo on this one here today is at 66%. And Portland, a bit overvalued here today. I had it close to -1, and you can see they're 9.5, so very overvalued team today in Portland. Atlanta taking on the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors, a 2.5 point home favorite. The over-under at 239, and we're going to see a really tight one here. 117.6 for Atlanta, 117.14 Golden State, who are now on a 4-game win streak. Their chance of winning this game is at 56.2%. We got the total landing on 234.7, so we do like it to go under the total. And looking at the Hawks, 4-6 straight up in their last 10, 3-7 against the number, and 70% of their games have gone over the total. And the final game of the evening will be at the old Staples Center, or I think it's called the Crypto.com Arena now. The Clippers, 4.5 point home court favorite, 220.5 is the total, and we're going to go with Kawhi Leonard and company with the Clippers. 113 to 107, the over-under at 221.3. Looking at the chance of winning this game, 67.6% favoring the Clippers compared to 36% for the Miami Heat, whose last 2 games have gone over the total, while the Clippers coming in off a loss to the Indiana Pacers, 131 to 130, and they're now on a 2-game losing streak. But the good news is, if you like the Clippers, they covered the spread 70% of the time in their last 10 games. All right, let's go take a look at the top sports betting options today here at ATSstats.com. And what you want to do, once you get to the front page of ATS, you want to look on the front page because we post the top sports betting options each and every day. And if you look here, actually yesterday in the NFL, we had New Orleans with 1. We had Ottawa Senators with 1, but we only lost with Sacramento. So 2-1, or the good Meatloaf song, right? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And you can see here, we'll go to NBA. And today's top sports betting option is the Atlanta Hawks, plus 2.5 against Golden State. Chance of winning is at 43.7%. Anytime I get the cow at 40% or higher, I like it. The daily market value index, we had it at plus 4, so a bit undervalued today at 2.5. 6-11 on the road this year straight up. They're on a 3-game losing streak, and against the B-type teams, they've only won 43% of their games. So a lot of the indicators not looking too positive, but Atlanta today our #1 top sports betting option here at the Raymond Report. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.